about it. I'm moving too fast, I ain't hot. Left hand on the wheel. Up in the raindrop, I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat black men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some. If you and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Griffin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Darnold from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. The kick by Marr is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Ready, 90 Wolf.
In your face.
Recon, 132 fighter. Clear.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Alert 3.
This is fell in rushing last season. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Matchbox lights.
Now Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Hey, Echo.
43. Mike's 43.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
64, weak.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check the backer. Check the backer.
5.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Green brings it in. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
43's the mic. Here we go. Peek it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bell. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 21 yards there on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 30 base. Watch the curl. Greystone, travel. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 53.
They'll look to throw here. And able to find Green. And up A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Hey, exit.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, let's get this. Watch the ship. Watch
Red 80.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready to go. Sit up. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch go.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Mike's 43. I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. No gain on the play. Brings up second
You draw quarter.
at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Darnold from the gun. Shakes off the sack. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51. And this is right down the middle as he... And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check it out, check it out.
At the 40-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Jets.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out, and the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, watch this.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
6 man. Check girl.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Bernard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards for him on the ground.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Out. General West. Slam. Let's go.
Another try for Mixon, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Go. 5.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check, 43. Here we go. Mike 43. Mike 43.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Spot. Defense.
Back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
60-yard.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding Green complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down, Jets.
Red 80. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check, ladies. Five.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down. Back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Alert flare. Greystone, travel. On the ball. Get it.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Exit. Right. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
A draw play for Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
15, line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We're outside. Red 80. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
We got 4. We got 4.
It's at 43. It's at 43.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Bell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll go again with Bell. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got a Nunwa. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.